Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 137. Thank you so much. You all look beautiful, and you look even more beautiful when your video is on. Thank you so much for showing your beautiful face and for your presence as well. Today, you have assured that you are going to support people. How? You will be speaking for 1 to 2 minutes, plus minus, and for the rest of the session, you will be listening to the people. This is how you are going to give back to the society. Giving importance to somebody, listening to somebody is nowadays something called luxury or precious. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have two beautiful ladies. One is Topics Master and one is the Timer. Before I call up the Topics Master on stage, we will call our Madam Timer, Toastmaster Zainab, to explain how she is going to manage the timing. Over to Toastmaster Zainab to explain the timing mechanism.
Hi everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. So generally the timing mechanism of this platform is that you need to speak under 2 minutes and anything over 1 minute. So once you hit 1 minute, my background will turn into green. As you hit 1 minute, 30 seconds, my background will turn into yellow. And once you hit 2 minutes, my background will turn into red. So I would really appreciate if everybody could limit their speech to within 2 minutes and maximum 2 minutes, 30 seconds. So everybody on the platform could get a chance to speak. And that would be it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tosma Zainab. Really appreciate. Big hand for Tosma Zainab because this is not an easy task to manage 20 plus minus members and for their timing as well. Ladies and gentlemen, now today the person who is going to give you a topic, she is a very senior Toastmaster, a distinguished Toastmaster, a very supportive in this session. Whenever even we don't need her, she is always there. We don't call her for help, she is always there to help her in terms of timing, in terms of managing as a topics master role. We owe a lot to this beautiful lady. Please put your hands together to welcome DTM Jessie as topics master of today's meeting. DTM Jessie, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, DTM Amjad. It's my duty to serve people. It is an opportunity always to serve people or who are in need. That's how I am. Coming back to the topic, I'm the topic master today. Uh, Topics are easy, kind of thought-provoking. Just take a minute to think about it, how you can structure it, and you can express your opinion whichever way you want it. You can take a stand, disagree, or give us the examples and support it and wrap up in the end. Today's word of the day is ostroporous. Ostroporous means unruly, boisterous, stubborn. Don't be ostroporous members today. Be very obedient, calm, and quiet. Children are obstreperous. So try to see where you can weave the word of the day into your speech. And here we go. Let me call upon the first speaker of this evening, Dr. Farida. Dr. Farida, your topic for Doctor.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Your topic is what sunshine is to flowers, smile is to humanity. What sunshine is to flowers, smile is to humanity. Over to you, Doctor.
A very good evening, my global impromptu family members. The topic that has been given to me is what sunshine is to flowers, smile is to humanity. I totally disagree with this topic. The reason being is too much of sunshine can singe the flowers plant. Too much of heat can dry up your flowers. Too much of smile can never ever hurt humanity. To go against a topic, but I think that this point is extremely valid, that too much of sunshine can be hazardous to the plant life. I've been living in Dubai for more than a decade now. I have noticed it very often, especially my poor plants who stay with me throughout the summer. I truly feel for them. But too much of smile, in my clinical practice, I have seen it never hurts. It never ever hurts humanity to have smiles all around them, be it from bystanders, be it from people who they know, be it from friends, be it from colleagues, be it from relatives. Too much of smiles can never ever hurt you. So this, my dear, my fellow global impromptu family members, should be your take-home message that too much of smile, it's never ever going to be like sunshine. It's going to be like a mama's hug. You can never have enough of it. It's going to be like good, healthy nutrition. You can never have enough of it. It's going to be like meditation and yoga. You can never have enough of it. So there are certain things in life which in excess will never ever harm you. This is what a smile is truly to humanity. And I personally feel that all of us should shower each other with smiles. There is no harm in it. There is never any harm in it. And a smile, many a times, even if you have a cloud overcoming your mind and your heart because of some hardship or obstacle at work or in your personal life, that smile not only alleviates other worries and problems, but it also lightens your own heart. So, this is my take for tonight. I wish you all a pleasant evening, a very good evening to everybody.
BTM Jesse, we can't hear you.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Farida. You convinced me and you changed my view also. The second speaker would be Savita. Would you take?
Yeah, I'll take.
Savita, your topic is chaos is the law of nature. Order is the dream of man. Chaos is the law of nature. Order is the dream of man. Over to you, Savita.
Thank you so much, GTM Jesse, for this topic, and my greetings to everyone present here.
A little bit louder, I think.
Is it okay now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, DTM Jesse, and my greetings to everyone present here. Chaos. Yes. Nature today, now, this time only, everyone knows. Everyone is in chaos. Isn't it nature's wish? Each person on this earth on today's date since last more than 1 year is in chaos. And with every natural calamity we can feel, we have experienced, it is chaos. But nature has given human beings intelligence. If we as human beings, they say that human beings are blessed with the maximum intelligence, superior in all the creatures. And if we use that intelligence in the proper way, if we understand the nature, and with nowadays, with the technology, if we can take control of many things, I think then that chaos can be made into a proper order in a disciplined way, so many ways, so that nature's chaos can be controlled. Of course, they say that in front of nature, nobody's nobody can work in a particular way. But with intelligence and with technology, we can have the order to control it. Today's situation, for example, corona situation, it has brought a big chaos in our life. But as at medical field, as common people, are we able to control it? It is difficult, but we can definitely bring it in order, following the basic protocols of hand hygiene, social distances, using masks, absolutely not, going in public without any reason. If it is not essential, not doing anything. If we bring that order, I think we can control that chaos. So all of us are responsible for that. Let us take that responsibility of this nature's chaos and bring the better world. Thank you. Back to you, DTM Jesse.
Amazing, amazing, amazingly you brought and the example you touched our hearts, really. I never thought that. I thought it would be a hard topic. Good, I gave it to you. My next speaker is Sushant. Sushant, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible as well as visible?
Yes. Sushant, I think it is an easy topic. Do you think some lives matter and some lives don't matter? Like somebody dies, it doesn't matter, but someone else dies, it matters. Do you think so? Over to
Okay.
you.
Okay. So table topic master, I surely disagree on this because every single human being on this planet is being brought up here because they have something in them. They have their own talent, the skill they developed inside themselves. There is a single, at least everyone is being brought with so much of skills that helps us to develop our earth, which is really very much important. So when I was born, I was given a particular skill which I developed myself during my schooling, which would help me in the future. Just like how every single human being is given a specific task like that. Though you can say someone are interested in music and the same, his friend or her friend is interested in music, but that's where you need to note keenly. This person likes music, but piano. This likes flute. So there is a difference between two of them. Every single human being has their own skill. I'm still yet to find mine, but still, I'm sure that I'll surely. Table topic master, will you find yours? And also others, will you find yours? Once you find, let me know. Hope I was explicitly. Over to the table topic master.
Thank you, Sushant. Well said. Very well. My next speaker is Jatin. Jatin?
Yeah,
Jatin, your topic, I'll make it easy for you. Don't be pushed around by your fears. Be led by your dreams. Okay, did you get it? Don't get pushed around by your fears, but get led by your dreams. Over to you, Jatin.
yeah, okay. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody and one and all. So I totally agree to this topic. Don't be pushed by fear, but be led to your dreams. I totally agree to this topic. So if you see the meaning, I'm not actually for sure about this meaning, but I'll try. So basically, if I'm in a fear side and basically don't be pushed by fear, so I shouldn't be pushed and I have to be in my dream. I'm not. I'm sorry I can't talk about this topic, but I'll try talking.
Talk about your dreams.
I don't remember now.
Talk, sweetheart. Talk about your dreams. Talk about your future.
Yeah, okay. So, as Dr. Farida told, my dream is basically to be an aeronautical engineer. So, basically, the thing is, already I am learning through this through Google, and I already have about 3 to 4 books about aeronautical engineer. And in the future, I also have 2 kids about the airplane and also some robotics about the airplane. So in my dream is to become an aeronautical engineer, and I hope in the future I can be. Thank you, and over to you.
Keep talking, Jatin. Ideas will come. We don't mind. It doesn't matter. My next speaker is Saurabh. Saurabh, can we switch on? Can you switch on your video?
Yeah,
Saurabh,
I
your
did.
topic,
I'm here.
yeah? No, your topic is, it's okay to look back, but keep moving forward. It's okay to look back, but keep moving forward. Over to you.
Sorry, I just forgot to unmute myself. Greetings once again. Well, it's okay to look forward. It's okay to look back, but keep moving forward. Well, this reminds me of my deepest regret which I ever had. During my school days, I had a keen interest to pursue my passion of becoming a pro karate artist, to become a pro karateka. I had already collected 8 belts and was on verge of becoming a sensei. But at that time, there came the worst nightmare of every student, the exam. And as you all can relate, when my exams came, I was allowed to just focus on my examination. At that time, I wanted to participate in karate state level finale, but I was left with no option. And rather than going back to my room to start studying, unfortunately, my deepest regret came because I was made to quit karate. But after a few years, when I got another chance of pursuing my dream, I saw this as an opportunity. And I went back to my parents to tell them about my passion. I asked them that if I can again pursue this. I was still having the regret that at that time, if I would have stood up, I may have become a sensei now. But due to my lack of confidence and loss of courage to stand up for my passion, which I can devote my life for, I lose that opportunity. But this time, I didn't want it to lose that. So I got the courage. I told them, and now I'm currently on golden brown belt, just one belt down of becoming a sensei. Dear Toastmasters, contestants, and table topic masters, it's okay to have regrets. It's okay that you feel shaken sometimes. But what you all need to do is to focus on your present. As it is rightly said, that yesterday was a history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. And that's why we call it present. So start moving in forward direction, and eventually you'll see your dreams becoming true. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Saurabh. Excellent closing. Very well said. My next speaker is Puneet. Puneet, are you ready?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, Puneet. Your topic is knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Over to you, Puneet.
I vividly remember this one beautiful anecdote which was shared by my English professor. This anecdote goes like this. Once Alexander, after conquering the world, was on his way to a village. There, he found an old man who was sitting in the middle of the bridge, who was not allowing him and his army to cross. Happens. Okay, I'll restart it. Thank you so much. I vividly remember this beautiful anecdote which was shared by my English professor. Once Alexander and his army were on this way towards a village. They had to cross a bridge. And there was an old man who was blocking their way. The general of the army went and asked, "Old man, can you please move?" The old man replied, "No, I'm not going to move." The general replied, "What? You are saying Alexander the Great and his army who has conquered the world and you're blocking his way?" To which the old man replied, "My friend, Alexander might have conquered the world, but I have conquered the need to conquer the world." Good afternoon and good morning, good evening, everyone. Knowing ourselves is one of the most difficult things in the world. But as Carl Jung rightly said, one who looks outside dreams, whereas one who looks inside awakens. And now when I look at this topic about knowing ourselves, I'm taken back to the time when I was pursuing my engineering. I was inspired by this movie called Three Idiots. But believe me or not, there's a drastic difference between what is shown in real life and what exists in the real life. And I was puzzled. How am I going to clear my examination? I followed the herd mentality of taking mechanical engineering, and there I was stuck. Has it ever happened to you? When you followed somebody else's path and you got stuck in the middle? During that phase, the only figure who helped me was my father, who said it's okay if you have stumbled, it's okay if you have lost. But the moment you're lost, you can find yourself. It's okay if you have jumped into engineering. Don't get disappointed of not able to clear your examination. Work hard and pursue that goal. You never know how the goals could bring out the best in you, how engineering degree could bring out the best in each and every one of us. And that's when I realized one thing. Every challenge introduces a person to themselves. In that process of conquering my engineering degree, which I did got eventually, I realized that the tough times don't last, but tough people do. And in that journey of toughness, we truly realize who we are. After all, becoming the best version of ourselves is the entire purpose of our life. Isn't it, Madam Table Topic Master?
Puneet, excellent take. I think you have a contest coming up. Wish you all the best. You can. Yes.
How did you guess it?
The way you stood and the way passionately you spoke, you thought, I knew that this must be a contestant candidate. All the best.
Yeah, tomorrow division contest. So, but anyway, thank you so much.
Yes, you can crack any topic.
Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Good, good. Next speaker is DTM Pratima. You two have a contest coming up, DTM?
No.
No, okay.
I don't.
Yeah. Your topic is the unexamined life is not worth living. The unexamined life is not worth living. Over to you, DTM Pratima.
Topic master, fellow Toastmasters and guests. What you said as a topic, I think, is a way of life for many today. Whether it is work from home or whether it was the old normal that we used to practice, we have a flow of the day, which is from the time we wake up and maybe a couple of snoozes of the alarm clock till the time we go back to bed, with some of us with a screen, TV screen on in front of us, and we doze off. It's almost like the run of the mill of a life. People have told us pause. People have told us stop and smell the flowers. People have told us, interact, tell stories, sit down for a while, relax. But we did not pay heed. We were so caught up in our lovely, noisy world that we thought this was the way of life. And we all led a very unexamined life. Well, sometimes some things, as nasty as they can be, come in a sense of disguised blessing. Not for many. I am not going to advocate for another pandemic for us to slow down, but I wish we had. I wish we had been cautious. I wish we had understood what well-being really means. I wish we had understood what engagement with people means. I wish we had understood what meaningful connections really meant. Were our lives really worth living? At the point, we would have struck the gavel on the table and said yes. But today, when I look back, my life up until 2020, I do feel I lived a very unexamined life. Today, I'm very cautious of every minute that I spend, with whom I spend, what I do spending it, how I grow spending it, how I invest spending it. And that, I think, is a shift in living an examined life. So we've all moved there, and I hope we continue to be there. Over to you, madam.
DTM Pratima. Oh, what a prolific reply. We have great speakers today. Good. My next speaker is Akshay. Akshay.
Sorry for the
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry for
Will
the
you-
interruption,
I'm here.
DTM Jesse. The people who are moving in their camera, please, you can mute your video if you are moving around because it's a distraction for the speaker. This is
Hello.
my humble request.
Yes. Yeah. I'm
Shake.
here, Toastmaster
Yeah,
Akshay. I'm
yeah,
Toastmaster Akshay. Yes.
Um, Zainab, you will have to give a sound, timing sound, I think. All right.
Yes.
Akshay, your
Yes.
topic is turn your wounds into wisdom. Turn your wounds into wisdom, or turn your disabilities into opportunities. Over to you, Akshay.
One second. Now, if Wilma Rudolph can run, although she's a differently able, why can't we? Yes, that's true. We can do whatever we want, although we are facing difficulties, especially me. I like to give my example. Although I have visually impairedness in my eyes, I can do whatever I want. First thing I like to say, I can operate mobile like normal people. I can operate computers like normal. One good thing is I like to share is if you tell your birthday, I will tell you the day when you were born. Not only in 2021, but I'll go back. I did same. I gone till 1924, and my friends and my family members, they were all surprised how you did. And one thing I like to say here, although I'm visually impaired, but I can join Toastmasters meeting. I can volunteer for the table topics. And not only that, but also I'll going to tomorrow, I will going to take part for the area level contest. And I never felt pity on me because
1 minute, 30
otherwise
seconds.
I would have said, I am visually impaired. No one will award me. No one will be happy for me. What to do? But in this Toastmasters, I took many awards and I was crowned as a traveling Toastmasters in the year 2020. Although I am visually impaired, I can do everything. I can join Toastmasters, and today I joined this global impromptu speaking
2 minutes.
sessions. So this is the said. If you have any wound, then you have to turn your wisdom. What are your opinions, Toastmaster Jesse? Thank you.
You floored us, Akshay. All the best for you to tomorrow's area contest, and come back to us. We need to
Yes,
learn
yes.
from you.
Yes,
My
I
next,
will be doing.
yes. The next speaker is,
I'll just mute myself, okay?
yes.
You can mute me, no problem.
Toastmaster Babu Gupta.
Yes, DTM Jesse.
Babu Gupta, your topic is intuition is really a sudden surge of the soul. Intuition is a sudden surge of the soul or heart. Your opinion.
I was driving last week, and suddenly, while driving, I saw a light coming in front of me, and there were two lights. I thought that it might be two bikes, but the way it was coming, I realized that it is not a bike, and I parked my car. And after some minutes, a truck went by. Yes, it was an intuition of my soul, and it was a sudden thing that has save me. In the year 2012, someone had this intuition, and though anyone do not know the name of the virus, but someone said it in their Twitter that yes, it is coming. It is coming. We did not pay attention to that tweet, but when it came, that tweet became famous. Pay attention to some intuitions. You may feel that this is an intuition and it might not happen, but sometimes it is very necessary to listen to such intuitions, because intuitions are the sound coming from your soul, and your soul does not lie to you. Maybe it is wrong, but saying that the intuition coming out from your soul is a lie, this thing is itself a wrong thing. We must take our intuitions seriously, and if those intuitions do not those intuitions are just like we are thinking or and in our thoughts, then we can say that it's okay, but intuition is a thing we cannot ignore. So I personally believe on intuitions. Thank you, table topic master.
Thank you, Babu Gupta. Well said.
GTM Jesse,
Yes.
1 second, if you don't mind. Who is this Alcatel 1T7? What's your name? Please do not message in the group. I will delete you from the group right now. Sorry, DTM Jesse, you can go ahead, please.
My next speaker is Shivi. If you can switch on your video.
Hi, Jesse. Actually, I'm having some issue with my video.
Okay. All right. Your topic is every blessing ignored becomes a curse. Do you agree? Every blessing ignored becomes a curse. Do you agree? Akshay, can you mute yourself?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I agree with this topic that every blessing ignored becomes a curse. We all know that currently we are dealing with a pandemic, and I never knew that in my entire life that I will come across this sort of situation where the entire world is being affected with this deadly virus, which is coronavirus. And the fact that we are actually alive, we are breathing, we are attending this meeting itself is a blessing. And we should be grateful for that. We should be thankful that we hadn't been victims of this deadly virus. And also, this blessing is something which we need to keep in mind and stay cautious. Like, we need to realize that this pandemic is still not over, and we are still struggling. Like, we are still trying to overcome this very grave situation. And sometimes we tend to lose our patience. Like, we think, how long are we going to stay at our homes? Like, how often, like, how long are we supposed to keep all our desires under control? Or like, when will I get to go on the next trip? Or when will I get to meet my friend? Or we have a lot of desires which we tend, like, we want to fulfill during this time, but we need to take a step back and realize that just one wrong step or one unpredictable move can actually prove to be very deadly. Like, it will not only put our lives in danger, but also the lives of people around us in danger. So that is the reason why we need to be thankful, we need to be grateful, as well as at the same time we need to be cautious and not take our lives for granted. And still we need to follow all the precautions which are being told by the WHO as well as the government. And we need to fight this together. As we all are in this together, we still need to keep fighting and come out of this alive and safe. If not, then this blessing will not take more than a second to turn into a curse. So thank you, and over to you, table topics master.
Madam, you are on mute.
Yes, yes, yeah. Navneet, your eyes show the strength of your soul. Your eyes shows the strength of your soul, or your eyes are the windows to your heart or to your soul. Over to you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. Yesterday, I met one person and he said that, do you know what is happening in our office? I said, yes. People are getting COVID positive. They're not coming to office and we are struggling like anything to meet our deadlines. He said, really? Are you seeing all those things? I said, yes. Today, that person came and said the same thing. You know what happened? What I see yesterday? I seen that we have a lot of opportunity of work. I got 2 works instead of work because people were not there. So I got an opportunity. It depends what you see the situations. Your eyes will take you the soul depending upon what you want to see. Then I started discussing with him what happened yesterday. I said the same thing in different way. You are saying the same thing. You are narrating the same thing in different way. He said, yes, for me, I got an opportunity to more work. I got an opportunity to interact with more people. I got an opportunity to interact with more meetings because I feel that this situation is an opportunity for me. My eyes were saying that, look, I'm coming with an opportunity. Then I realized he was right. I thought I was right because I've seen so many people suffering with the COVID, but he took in a different way. My eyes were the windows to see how the situation is going on. Dear audience, it depends. What are the mind frame? What is the situation? I mean, how we look this one. Nothing wrong in doing the same thing in different way. We all have to think out of the box. That way we can come over this pandemic. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Navneet. Well said. My next speaker is Toastmaster Ajay. Toastmaster Ajay, are you there? A nice topic for you. Nice to see you after a long time. Toastmaster Ajay, your topic is science gathers knowledge faster than society gathers wisdom. Science gathers knowledge faster than society gathers wisdom. Toastmaster Ajay.
Good evening to everyone on the forum today. And before I start, I'm also very glad to see you, Jesse, after a long time. Science gathers knowledge quicker than the society can gather wisdom. I think there is no comparison here to state that knowledge and wisdom are two different aspects and a total different context. And to know that something happens and to justify it on the basis of principles, maybe science. But to apply that knowledge in a situation is wisdom. I can't say that something comes faster than the other. At the same time, I do agree that science, because it has been proven, researched, and has logical basis, is easier to probably absorb, easier to understand, and maybe a little quicker to assimilate by an individual. However, wisdom is something which needs to be seen on a day-to-day practice from situations, and it's not everybody's cup of tea, because where to use the wisdom, how to apply it to a situation is a difficult proposition, and definitely it takes a period of time and a frequency of incidents that requires you to apply that wisdom in a particular situation. But definitely, to that extent, I would agree that science definitely can grant you or maybe provide you with knowledge much quicker than society can gather wisdom, because sometimes society is driven by literate people, I would say, but they may not be educated. There's a difference. When you say they're educated, I think wisdom needs a little bit of education, which means you be in all aspects of life. So definitely, I would say that society does need time sometimes to gather that wisdom, and probably science can provide you knowledge much quicker. Over to you, DTM Jesse. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay. You convinced me. Well, take my next speaker is. I'll give it to Sunita. Are you ready, Sunita? I think I'm almost, or Yamuna Amir. Yamuna or Yamuna it is. Do you want to take a topic?
Logged out.
No more Yamna.
Then Sunita. Sunita, nice topic. Doubt everything, but find your own light or find your own answer. Doubt everything, but find your own light. Over to you, Sunita.
Good evening, global family, and Toastmaster Jesse in particular. Doubt everything, but find your own light. Why doubt everything? I don't agree with this topic. Why start with this possibility? Doubt kills more dreams than failures in life. It's this perpetual doubt. I have seen people, I know people with whom I'm in very, very close contact who don't believe anything. They can't take anything at face value. And it's a terrible thing. I imagine, anything there is doubt in the mind. It's such a terrible way to live, no? If you cannot trust people around you, if you cannot trust situations, if you cannot trust yourself, what is left in life? There is this person very close to me. I'm not going to say who it is, but every single sentence you say is analyzed, crisscrossed, it's gone through, Why did you say that? What if you had meant that? Why? It's so difficult living with that person. So I said, take people at the face value. Why? Go with the feeling that everybody is good. In case people do something wrong, it is because they were in that particular situation, that circumstances forces it. So don't doubt everyone. One bad experience, don't let it ruin everything else for you. Keep an open mind. Think that there is goodness in everybody. There is goodness in all situations. Don't let yourself be crowded with these ideas of doubts and have faith in mankind. Over to you, Toastmaster Jesse.
Okay, you convinced me. I have a topic for Dr. Zainab now. Somebody can take her role.
I will do that.
Yes. Here goes the topic for you. Dr. Zainab, belief is the depth of intelligence. Belief is the depth of intelligence. What do you say about it? You're muted.
I'm so sorry. I did not realize I was muted. So first of all, a very good evening to everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. I would also like to mention that I feel like a draw speaking today because all of the people who spoke prior to me spoke really well on all the topics that were given to them. So the topic handed over to me is belief is the depth of all kinds of intelligence, if I'm right, right? Yes. So I do agree with this topic because I feel the moment where you start believing in things blindly, that's where you stop getting curious. I have been a perpetually curious child growing up. I was curious about the things even when there was nothing more to it. I was curious about the smallest of things. You guys can analyze that I wasn't exactly an easy child to educate because I would question everything. I had a why and a what and a where for everything that was taught to us. If a thing was taught to us as red, this is one of the things that I still don't understand. It's like you taught me a color which was red, and someone else, for example, Jessie ma'am, was taught a color which was red. Now, I don't know if the red that I'm seeing is the red as she is perceiving, but both of us call the same color red. So, how do we know if both the colors that we are seeing are the same colors or the different colors? So I know these kind of things can be very irritating. And like Sunita ma'am has already said before me that you should take things for face value and not question everything in existence. But I think I've just always had this thought process where it's it's almost to the point where I can't even help it, and I'm actively thinking about these things. But uh, to applying these things to my life, I feel they have helped me a lot. Because being in the field that I have chosen, medicine, you can't exactly take things for face value, because the things that we have taught and the things that patients tell us, or the things in general, are very perfect case histories. And in reality, there's nothing such as a perfect case history or a perfect patient, because there's always a mixture of a lot of things. So if you start taking things for face value, then you lose your cognitive thinking. And I feel that's a very major trait that makes us human and makes us question the existence of everything. And the day we stop questioning will be the day we stop discovering, because we'll just think there's that and that's all there is to things. And if you put a full stop before we even start a book, or even start our stories, then where do we go from there? So keep questioning things. Maybe not so many basic things, but keep questioning and keep living on. And I think that would be it. Thank you so much.
Well said. Very well said. Good. Very convincing. My last topic is for DTM Amjad.
Yes, DTM Jesse.
Yeah. Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors for you where there were only walls. Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors for you where there were only walls. Over to you, DTM Amjad.
Thank you so much, Madam Topics Master. Follow your bliss, and the rest of the world will follow you where there are only walls. I have not really understood the topic, but what I have understood is follow your bliss, follow your
Yes,
dreams, follow your
yes.
heart, follow your inner self, and then world will follow you. They will agree with you one point in life. I completely agree with the statement if this is what it meant. I'm on social media every single day. People send me messages. I still have more than 9,000 pending messages which I have not read, where girls send me their private messages, their private problems, their family problems. Boys send me for their job issues, business issues, some frauds happen, and they ask me these questions. And I try to answer them best to my abilities, best to my experience and knowledge. What I tell them always, this is what happened only because we dependent on other people, or we try to depend on other people. We did not follow our heart. We did not follow what is inside. We felt if that person can achieve, I can also achieve. For that reason, I always tell everything works not for everyone. Everyone works not for everything. So we need to follow our bliss. We need to follow our heart based on and according to our resources, according to the aura we are in right now. Because motivation does not work for every single person. If I can convince you, or I'm trying to motivate you, I can move you, I'm trying to move you, that will not 100% work, because my resources are completely different, my values are different, my abilities are different. That will not apply into your life. This is where we lack, this is where we divert and we lose. Always understand your bliss, your resources, your inner self, your strength, then take an action. But we are misguided missiles. We don't really ready to accept our weaknesses and our strengths. We want to follow somebody blindly because we want to become that person which is already taken, who is already taken. This is where we lack, this is where we lose our entire energy and life. Some people are 30 years old, 40 years old. They have no idea what to do in their life. They ask me, and I tell them, do wherever you are best. Start a business which you have knowledge about. Do a job where you have knowledge, experience. Whatever you will do, money will not work. Money will not help you. So your conviction has to start from inside. Follow your bliss. This is what I always tell them. Ladies and gentlemen, are you also one of them? Or somebody who is known as what do you call not obedient child, but one day people will follow you, crowd will follow, your family will appreciate. I was one of these childs. My family was not happy what I was doing, but later when we were happy family, we started earning money, successful business, great job, and everyone was convinced. They were saying, sorry son, we were wrong. So follow your bliss and people will follow you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster DTM Amjad. Well said. Okay, it's my turn now.
Who would like to take an opportunity to give a topic to DTM Jesse? Anyone?
Okay,
Myself.
Okay,
If
Navneet.
I can, if nobody, then I have a topic.
Navneet said
Okay,
Kavita.
it was my Savita.
Yeah.
Okay.
DTM Jesse.
So sorry, it was my Navneet. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
Next time.
Toastmasters Navneet can give, no problem. Please
Okay.
go ahead.
You both can decide, please.
Okay, I will take opportunity.
Sure, sure.
Toastmaster Jesse, blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise, Toastmaster Jesse.
Toastmaster Navneet and fellow Toastmasters. Blessings in disguise. Blessings in disguise come in lots of ways. For Corona is for some people blessing in disguise. Many people blessing in disguise, they say. But for some people, it may be a curse in disguise also. Many have died, many have lost jobs, many have. So every coin has two sides. A blessing for someone can be a blessing, curse for somebody. It's also said angel for somebody, something like that. So count your blessings and you can brave any misfortune that come your way. Lots of blessings I in my life also, along with the obstacles. When the obstacles are there, I normally count my blessings and I'm able to pass through the obstacles that come my way. So our life is full of surprises. It's how you take each surprise and how you unravel the mysteries of life. You can, even if there is a challenge, that could also be a blessing in disguise for the one who wants to pass through. See a river that flows and suddenly there is an obstacle. It will wait and watch. And when it is overwhelming, it will overflow or take a detour. That must be our nature, that anything that is obstructs us, there is always a solution. There's always a challenge to overcome the obstacles, and that challenge becomes a blessing in disguise. So never take it as anything wrong that goes is a curse in disguise. I would also think that God works everything for our good. This is what our scripture says. Everything happens for the good. So every challenge, everything that goes wrong, there could be a blessing in disguise for you. Don't get depressed. Look for the hope and live meaningfully, purposefully. Navneet, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Navneet and DTM Jesse. Really appreciate. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we are done with our session. Let's go to Toastmaster and Dr. Zainab for timing report, please. Dr. Zainab, over to you.
So I think everyone today spoke over 1 minute 30 seconds and less than 2 minutes 30 seconds, except for our beloved Amjad sir, who spoke for a whopping 3 minutes 50 seconds. But other than that, everybody was well under and over the timing. So yes, that would be it.
Good.
Thank you so much, Dr. Zainab. I think you counted my 1 minute as less than 30 seconds. Thanks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to thank these beautiful ladies and
Yes,
the last
particularly
topic
Zainab.
masters.
For Zainab, it must be 10:30 or 11, maybe 10:30. 1 hour ahead.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you,
And
Toastmaster Zainab and DTM. Just really appreciate a
all
big
the
hand for
best.
you. Ladies
All
and
the
gentlemen,
best for
big
you,
thanks.
Zainab, tomorrow for your exams. Do well.
Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting now over to each one of you to have fun for some time. Stay blessed.